Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. It is like Christmas and it's not even Halloween as the NBA season is finally here, and after we've had a couple of great days of NBA action, it's time once again to bring back all your favorite NBA Thursday parlays. So we're going to start it off with the early TNT game tonight, and it should be incredible. LeBron James return as a Cleveland Cavalier tonight against the New York Knicks, and the NBA odds have the Cavs as huge -12.5 favorite with a total of 202.5. This is an interesting game to handicap. Obviously, we don't really know exactly what the Cavs are going to look like completely under LeBron and David Blatt. However, the Knicks last night got absolutely destroyed by the Chicago Bulls in New York, and now having to travel to Cleveland, it's not going to be an easy road for them, especially after that crushing loss last night. Now, the Cavs aren't as good defensively as Chicago, but they're probably as good or better offensively, so the Knicks are going to have to buckle down. But the only problem is they really don't have much offense on the other side to counteract the Cleveland Cavs' big three. And especially if LeBron James is able to defend Carmelo Anthony very well, that means the Knicks are going to likely have zero offense. So they could struggle to score the ball here once again tonight. And if that's the case, I think the under could have pretty good value at 202.5. There's a lot of high spreads this week. I'm just not really keen on any one of them, especially in these two nationally televised games with big spreads. Going with the total instead on this one, I think, is a better bet, because not only do the Knicks might struggle, the Cavs might struggle just a little bit here with a little bit of chemistry early on as they establish their big three. So I'm looking at a 102-88 final score here, just barely cashing the under for the first leg of our NBA parlay. The next one I have for you should be a good Western Conference battle, the late game on TNT between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Los Angeles Clippers. This one, the Clippers are a big 12-point favorite once again with a total of 203.5 in this one, so just a slightly higher total, but a lot lower than what these two teams were playing at in the playoffs last season at around 213 or 214. And even though all three of their last games in the playoffs against one another went under the total, I think over has a pretty good value this evening. Now, obviously the Thunder are missing Kevin Durant, Reggie Jackson, Anthony Moreau. A lot of these guys hurt that were supposed to be consistent scorers for this team. And as we saw last night, Russell Westbrook is still an incredible player, but however, if the the Blazers started doubling him and forcing the ball out of his hands with Nicholas Batum guarding him, it really hurt the Thunder's offense. I think you could see some similar things tonight from the Clippers. However, the Clippers aren't a great defensive team, especially with Chris Paul not being able to guard Russell Westbrook that well. So don't expect this game to be a low scoring. I think we're actually going to see a higher scoring game, and the over could be pretty good value here tonight. The last season, in their last 9 games as home favorites, the over was 7-2 for the Clippers, and in their last 4 games as underdogs of 11 points or more, which was probably a very long time ago, granted, but the over is also cashed in 4 of those for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I think that the over is a pretty good play here to add to the under at 202.5 between the Knicks and the Cavs. Best of luck to you on this parlay, and until next time, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.